it's the same thing over and over and over. If you listen to the family stories, that they're being profiled and pulled over all these times before they're actually murdered. And so for my son's father in particular, I know that a week before he was murdered, they pulled him over. Now, his stepdad, who was all white, my son's father was biracial, so his mother is white. His stepfather, who's all white, would drive that exact same car in the exact same area and would never get pulled over. As soon as Justin would get in that car and drive in the same area, he would get pulled over time after time going to college, because he was in college at the time that he was murdered. There is over 429 murders that have been reported to Communities United Against Police Brutality here in the state of Minnesota alone in the last 20 years. That means it's 429 families out here literally suffering, but it's more than that. That's only reported. I have families that have come and talked to me that is not on that list of the 429. So this is what's going on here in the state of Minnesota. And when we seen George Floyd get murdered with our own eyes, they still tried to cover it up. So imagine what's going on outside of the cameras. Imagine what's going on for the videos such as my own video that they got to and edited. You know, it shows the police catch Justin and then it goes blank. Imagine all of our stories that they covered up. This is what's going on here alone in the state of Minnesota. There's only one officer here in this state that have been convicted of killing a civilian in history, and that is a minority man that killed a white woman. Pick a side. And I'm not talking about a side of white and black. I'm not talking about a side of white versus black. I'm not talking about a side of political versus community. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about picking a side over right versus wrong. Right versus wrong. Right versus wrong.